The Wood Shop is sponsored by ChefwareKits, with hundreds of items for wood turners. Alright, welcome back. Hey, before I get started, I want to show you this picture. Steve Miller sent me this. Steve's the guy that builds the steady rest. I know you can't tell from the picture, but this vase is almost 6 feet tall and has 2,000 pieces in it. It's just incredible. Beautiful work, Steve. Alright, today we're going to do a non-lathe project. We're going to make a spaghetti. This is for measuring spaghetti, but a friend of my grandma's passed away a couple years ago, and nobody in the family did woodworking, so they gave me all of his leftover stuff, and cheese cutter and spoons and spatulas and stuff. This one here is for, looks like a horse. It's for pushing and pulling the racks in on your oven, and they're just simple little projects that you can do in probably half an hour. I want to do the whale, and the reason I want to do this one is because you can really personalize this. They don't have to be in line. You can make them the shape of your states, make them just unique to your area. I think if maybe if you lived around Seattle or something, make them the shape of the Space Needle. David, the drunken woodworker, he said they have a whole art show based around the area code where he lives. So you can do something like that with these. Really make them unique to your area. All right, let's go ahead and get started. Okay, just trace your pattern out onto your board. I don't have the plans for these, but I'll put a picture up at the end with a tape measure so you can kind of see what size they all are. The holes are 3/4, 1¼ inch, 1.5 inch, and 1 3/4 inch. Alright, I'm just going to take off some of the straight lines and then move to the scroll saw. Depending on your pattern, you might not even have to use the scroll saw. The corners on this are a little tight and I really didn't want to change blades. That's why I just went ahead and switched over to the scroll saw around the tail and the mouth. I started out with the small sleeve I had. It fit perfect around the tail and mouth, and then I switched to the larger one. It's just a lot easier to keep a nice straight line and even curves with it. Alright, I'm just going to apply some Clark's cutting board oil. It's mineral oil and lemon oil mixed together. Alright, I'm just going to let that soak in for a few hours, and then I'm going to put some beeswax over it. This is beeswax and mineral oil mixed together. And it's called wood butter from Our Daily Salt. From Felicia sent this to me. And just rub it in. It protects the wood. And both these are food safe. The mineral oil really brings out the color in it too. All right, there we go. And I used zebra wood on this. I'm actually giving it away as a gift. If I was going to make them to sell, I wouldn't use a wood like this. I think it was $7 for the piece. And also, if you're going to make a bunch of them, you can stack them up and get 3 or 4 done at a time. But I think it's a neat, quick little project you can really personalize, and I think it'd sell well at craft shows and little shops. But for the follow-up video on Monday, I'm actually out of town right now, and so what I did is I put together a slideshow of all the pictures everybody's uploaded to my website, and I just wanted to share them with everybody. So that's kind of what the follow-up video is on it, because I won't be here to look at all the suggestions on different things to do with this. All right, and one other thing, I am working the bugs out right now, but the follow-up video on Mondays, once a month, I'm going to do a live show, and that way you can ask me questions, we can go over things. I'm not sure how much actual work I can do. I'm trying to figure out how to hook up a couple of cameras to the computer so I can do maybe just a little bit of lathe work, but basically just kind of a Q&A thing. But I'm working the bugs out, but I will get that figured out, and hopefully by July we'll be able to do that. All right, thank you for watching, and don't forget to subscribe.